They're playing basketball.
All around the world. To the beach, y'all. Let's go. All around the world. Y'all know this is so.
What up, y'all? We talking about the physics of basketball. Basketball was invented in 1891 by Canadian James Naismith. The idea of the sport was to be played indoors during winter. At first, they played with peach baskets and a soccer ball. The rules were pretty basic. Put the ball in the basket. With a few changes, like the net, the shot clock, and the three-point line, the game changed to the modern, fast-paced, entertaining, and fun sport played globally and watched all around the world.
This is physics.
This is Billy dribbling. When a basketball player dribbles, he's making an elastic collision with the ball in the floor.
The ball has kinetic energy when it is descending down to the ground, and when it reaches Billy's hand, it has potential energy to go back down. The ball handler has the advantage because he can control the motion of the ball, and the defender cannot. Shooting is a key aspect of the game. Putting spin on the ball helps when you shoot because the ball might bounce in if it hits the rim with the right spin and arc. It helps to have a good arc when you shoot because the initial velocity of the ball is when it just releases off your fingertips, and the arc allows it to have its final velocity at its peak, where it would have the potential energy to go into the net. Also, the farther the shot, the more work you're doing on the ball. This is from the equation W equals FD.
Basketball shoes must have good traction. Sometimes saying the coefficient of friction between the shoe and the floor must be high. It helps with the basketball player cutting and stopping because of the static friction between shoe and the floor.
Passing is an essential part of the game. You can't win if you can't pass. The more force you put on the pass, the less time it has to travel in the air, because it has a greater magnitude of momentum. This is represented by the equation P equals F delta T. When a player shoots the ball, the momentum of the ball is going to the hoop. The only way to change the momentum of the ball is to get it blocked, which causes an impulse.
When the player shoots the ball, the momentum of the ball is going to the hoop. The only way to challenge it is to block it.
I want to define gravity.
How high a player jumps depends on the amount of force the player exerts on the ground. Just as Newton's third law states, for every force there is an equal force in the opposite direction, which means when a player exerts a force on the ground exerts a force back to the player to get him off the air. So by putting more force on the ground, the player will get higher and stay longer in the air. Don't forget, once you understand the physics behind basketball, you will become a better basketball player.
Physics.